Hey, what's up, Dead Stars? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Ashley and this is the weekly wrap-up. If you guys missed last week's video, the weekly wrap-up on my channel now is where I'm pretty much going to have a chance to talk to you about what's going on, not only in my life, but in things that I am, really enjoying and things that I think that you guys might enjoy. Also, it gives me a chance to vlog without actually having to have a vlog channel. So if that interests you, go ahead and stay tuned and let's wrap up the week. There's been a lot of crazy stuff going on this week in the YouTube world, so I'm gonna talk about that more near the end. So I'm gonna just get started on what happened with me during the week. This is gonna be really short this week. I had a really lazy week, and not for any reason other than the fact that my thyroid levels are so low. But I'll get into that more near the middle of the video. So Monday was pretty much like a really relaxing day for me, except for the fact that I worked on my best skincare video. You guys can check that out. I'll leave it linked down below. But I have been thinking about this video since last year. I know it's weird to say last year already because we were just in 2017, but I've been planning out my skincare video since late November. So to finally have to sit down and go through everything and make a decent list, took me a good 3 hours. Tuesday was a really exciting day. I received some new patches. I ordered a bunch of new patches for my patch coat in the mail. Did watch last week's wrap up, you saw that I got this awesome patch coat for $10, and I ordered a bunch of iron-on patches for my army coat, and I was going to put them on there, but I thought they were a much better fit for this. So I ended up ordering a bunch of metal and rock band patches, a lot of my favorites, and the first one that I'll show you, I got this one here because BioShock is one of my very favorite games. And then if you continue to look here on the bottom of the coat, I put a Beatles patch down here. Down here, this one says Sublime. If you guys are Sublime fans, I sure am. I love Sublime. Then we have an AC/DC patch over here on the pocket. Good old Guns N' Roses on the back. And finally, Slipknot down the arm. So I'm really excited about this. I love this coat so much. I'm so happy with it, and I just want to fill it with patches. I want to fill it to entirety with bands and just everything cool. I want to make it mine. Really, the only other thing I did on Tuesday was edit and schedule my upload for Wednesday. However, on Tuesday, I received an email saying that I'm going to be receiving another box from ChickAdvisor. You guys know that in my yearly wrap-up video, I said that I was really hoping to have an opportunity to work with ChickAdvisor or Influencer again this year, and ChickAdvisor reached out to me to work with Schwarzkopf Got2Be once again to review their hair coloring. So I'm going to be sticking with blue a little bit longer. They're sending over electric blue, and I think it's called electric blue, and some lightener like bleach. So I'm going to be bleaching a little bit. I'm going to be bleaching a little bit more of my hair, doing majority of it blue, and then once I get all that in, I'm gonna pop some green on the top. So stay tuned for a new look. So on Tuesday and Wednesday, Shane Dawson, one of my very favorite YouTubers, came out with some new videos where he discovered a little girl. Her name is Sophie, where she raps and sings. She's 14. Would you guys calm down, because I can't take this right now. I'm filming. Anyways, Sophie was absolutely incredible. She raps and she sang, and Shane brought her to his mom and she sang her one of her favorite songs, and it literally shattered my heart. I cried so hard. It was so fantastic. Oh, hey. So after these videos went up, a completely random channel decided to make some propaganda against Shane Dawson, addressing him as a pedophile based on some clips that were taken out of context 5 or 6 years ago. I don't want to get into it because it was ridiculous and so many other channels are covering it, but I can definitely assure you that I have been watching Shane Dawson since I've literally been watching YouTube since YouTube became YouTube, and Shane Dawson has been there for as long as I can remember. And honestly, he makes jokes that you really have to have a sick mind to understand. And if you're gonna be offended, then keep it to yourself. Like, don't make false accusations, you know? So I just wanted to address that in this video because that really hurt me deeply. As you guys know, if you watched videos from a while back, my paranormal video, I dealt with something like that in my family. Never against me or anything, but those allegations can really ruin someone's life. So I'm gonna leave it at that. On a positive note, on Wednesday, Marcel and I ended up stumbling on some new game trailers that are coming out. Dragon Ball Z, the new one, the new game. We only have Xenoverse 1 right now, and Marcel really loves it, but the graphics on the new game look phenomenal. Another one that really struck me in the feels was God of War 5 is coming out. What? Kratos is a hot dad. Bunch of other games coming out. I'm most excited for Borderlands 3. They're in like development for Borderlands 3 right now, and I am obsessed with Borderlands so much. So what are your guys' favorite games? Do you like Xbox? Do you like to play come on. Do you like Xbox? Do you like PlayStation? Let me know. I'm curious. What are your favorite games? Or are you more of a Nintendo kind of person? Oh my god. I used to play Guitar Hero on Wii all the time. So on Thursday, I finally went to go meet with my endocrinologist. I had my 6-month checkup. I mentioned in my last video that I would be doing more of a health update in this video. If you guys can hear my window rattling, the wind is insane right now. And so are you, Rin. Stop playing. If you guys follow me on Instagram at deadgrl_YT, you would have saw yesterday that I posted the update as soon as I got home. First, I just want to show you the little thing, like in my doctor's office, he has like diagrams, like a diorama, I guess, of what the thyroid looks like. So actual plastic thyroids that you can pick up and look at and, you know, see what's inside of you. So I'm gonna show you guys what a papillary carcinoma looks like, and that is what I had. So pretty much what a tumor looks like on the thyroid. I'm gonna show you that right now. So on to the update. My thyroid levels have significantly dropped. They are in a very unhealthy range. They are supposed to be somewhere above 10 point something, and mine is all the way at 3.5, which explains why I feel like lethargy, like so tired all day. I don't really have much of an appetite. I've lost 7 pounds in the past 6 months, which, I mean, it sounds normal, but for someone who isn't doing anything, that's not really that good. So my cancer markers are completely at 0. We did an ultrasound on my neck. Everything looks really good. However, because my thyroid levels are so low, I am becoming at risk once again of my lymph nodes pretty much becoming cancerous. And that can spread into my breast, that can spread into my stomach, that can spread pretty much anywhere, lungs, anywhere. So that's honestly never fun to hear. And because I have so many issues with my stomach, I have a hard time taking my medication because of the fact that I have to take it on an empty stomach. It doesn't sit well with me and I throw it up a lot. That's really graphic, I'm sorry. But my doctor, we've now lowered the dose so that I'm still getting thyroid hormone. However, it's not an aggressive amount to the point where I'm feeling sick and feeling like garbage every day. So for now, we're gonna take that for the next 2 months and see how that goes. Hopefully in the next 2 months, I will be back to work In these 2 months, I now have to visit a dermatologist. For this whole ordeal on my face. I need to go and get a new set of glasses. I need to go and get my other tooth out, and I need to make an appointment with my family doctor to make sure that everything is okay on my end. I'm also going for a full body scan before I go back to work. So it's going to be a very busy 2 months. But to be honest, being hypothyroid and having hypothyroidism sucks. I feel like a zombie walking through a cloud every day, and I need to do something. Like, something has to give. There's also been talk about having my gallbladder out because I always get pain under my ribcage on my left side, and my shoulder blades get really tense when I eat. And I feel like I can't breathe because my shoulder, like, there's so much pain in my shoulder blades. But I'm taking all this with a grain of salt. I feel great regardless, so I am just living my best life, and I'm going to do what I have to do to get better. Also, waiting 3 hours. 3 hours. Like, we got there and we checked in. I wrote it down. We were checked in at 10:55 in the morning, and I didn't get home. I didn't physically walk in my apartment until 2:30 in the afternoon. I understand that he is an endocrinologist and wait times are going to be long, but 3 hours. I mean, I'm exaggerating. It was almost 3 hours. Another thing that happened on Thursdays, I received another email from Chickadvisor I was selected to get another box from Schwarzkopf, but it's the root retouch. So before I do any of this, I'm going to try all of that. I have stress grays. Like, I have gray hair so bad. And today I was like, Marcel, look at all of my gray hair. And he's like, yeah, you're getting old. That is never something that you want to hear. But that brings us to today, which is Friday, and I really didn't do anything today. However, Bailey on YouTube, BOIIIII, I believe that's how she says her name, she's been doing a series on her channel called Project Pan, and I really love her videos. I'll link her channel down below. But she is like trying to use up her beauty products, like her palettes and stuff. So instead of doing just palettes, I'm doing more and trying to switch it up, I guess. I'm gonna just show you what I vlogged earlier so that you guys can see that right now. So I was recently inspired by Bailey here on YouTube to do the Project Pan challenge, but I'm not going to be doing it the way that she's doing it. I'm going to be choosing a set amount of products for a week, and I'm going to be like trying to use them for that week and then like switching it up every week, so that hopefully by the end of the year I can get through a lot of my palettes and a lot of my old stuff so that, you know, I can start buying new products. So I'm going to show you what I'm going to be using from this week, and I'm going to be doing a Friday to Friday so I can put it in my weekly wrap up. I literally got up for 5 seconds, Bean. 5 seconds. So for the week I'm going to be using my Blush Neutrals palette by BH. This is an attractive scenery palette. I got this off of AliExpress, but it's pretty much a Morphe dupe. I really love this purple here, so that's what I'm going to probably be trying to use. Oh, a visitor. I'm also watching the Kardashians. And I'm also going to be using my Sweet Peach palette because I have fallen in love with this palette. I also haven't painted my nails yet. I don't ever get my nails done, I just do them myself. Oh my god, Ace. Please. Please. Please, Ace. You're so pretty though. Oh, I love you. So this was given to me by my friend Jacqueline because I honestly would never ever have the funds to purchase this, but I have fallen in love with these two colors here. They're such good, like, just to wear on their own as transition shades, as blending shades. And this color up here, oh my goodness. Let me do, like, whoa. Oh my goodness, are you back? You're so pretty. The world loves you. Do you smell the peaches? Anyways, I have a little container of products that I want to use up, and I have a bunch of like single eyeshadows that I'm probably going to use up as well. So that'll be my project pan week 1. So all of the products on my face are just completely what I showed you. I am only using things that I took out of my collection to try and use up. And I will be switching it out weekly like I said, so Friday to Friday. Ginger, you can't go outside right now. I'm sorry. So I just want to talk about a couple of like entertainment-y things before I sign off. A couple of things that I watched on Netflix this week is Marcel and I, we started watching the 100 and I am completely obsessed. It is so good. And I think I know that Clark and Bellamy are going to end up together and bitch, I am excited! I also watched Dave Chappelle's new his special, the 2-part special. Oh my goodness. The first one, he started with a joke, like he told the punchline, told the joke, but that was the last punchline he said in the whole thing, and I literally stood out of my seat and applauded him. I laughed so hard. Another thing on Netflix that I didn't realize was on Netflix, thank you Josette for, I think it was a tweet that you sent out, Bob's Burgers is on Netflix all the way up to season 7, and I am on the beginning of season 7, so now I can catch up. And today, Friday the 12th, Disjointed came back on Netflix. We love that show. If you guys are like marijuana friendly, this show is definitely a show for you. My foot is so asleep right now. That's one of the things I hate more than anything in the world, is the feeling of like your foot waking up. And the very last thing that I want to touch on is my very good friend Nick. He got a new tattoo this week and I think it is one of the most badass tattoos that I've ever seen in a long time. So I'll show you that now. And I will also link, actually it is already linked, it's always linked down in my description, Nick's channel and his newest video. So definitely go and check that out. Oh, I always forget. I wanted to talk about this with you guys last week. I wanted to start journaling and it's really hard for me to like keep a journal, but this whole thing is like based on what I'm doing on YouTube and things that I need to do to keep myself focused. So I made this little journal for myself. It has all of my handles on it, and just in case someone finds it and they're like, oh, who is this? Oh, that's me, bitch. No. But I literally love doodling. I love coloring. So this is a really good outlet for me to be able to write down all of my ideas and thoughts and be able to do some little doodles at the same time. Like, look at this little mushroom dude from last week. Like, that is so cute. Now I'm done. Thank you for sticking through this long video. I feel it's a long video. My foot was asleep. I am now going to go enjoy some Subway and relax, and I hope that you guys have a wonderful weekend, and I hope that you enjoyed wrapping up the week with me, and I will see you guys in my next video. Sayonara, suckers.